Hello, everyone. My name is John Frashante, and welcome to the post-game show. This is a post-game show where we're going to have this after every NYCosmos match, home and away, but it is going to be on Sundays at 2 p.m. like today, but we run live a little bit later, but that's what we're going to do live at 2 p.m. on Sundays, just discussing the NYCosmos match and the other NASL matches for that weekend. Also, we will be talking about the match today at 4 p.m., which is going to be an interesting match because the spring season table, is in full gear. And this match, today at 4 p.m., it's important for the Cosmos because if the Strikers win, they will be in second place. And that's another team to watch out for. So as a Cosmos supporter, you will be hoping for a draw or a FC Edmonton victory. So a little bit of hoping for other teams to win, which is a different thing if you're a supporter of the Cosmos. But we're going to talk about the NYCosmos match because it was a very interesting match because I didn't think the Cosmos were going to come out 2-0. I thought the Rowdies would score a goal, maybe two, but I knew the Cosmos would come out on top. They had the better players. And in the match, they came out more aggressive. The Rowdies were just playing difficult. They were trying to be an enforcer, which they were making some hard tackles, which maybe they shouldn't have been making those tackles, but they were trying to knock down the Cosmos, to try to stop them from trying to have that advantage of the home field advantage and scoring the goals. But the Cosmos didn't care that they were having rough tackles. They kept going, kept running, and they put 2 goals in the back of the net. And the first goal was in the 11th minute. And that was a key goal because the Cosmos got the first goal, but early on in the first half. That's big. That was huge for the match. That was huge for the Cosmos because they got an early advantage. They got an early goal, which boosted up their confidence, saying that we are going to win this match because we scored the first goal. And that's huge. And for the Cosmos to have a chance in every single match, that's what they have to do. They have to score the goal first, just to give them that confidence. And then going on, after Marco Senna did his wonderful stutter step, and he scored the goal, the penalty shot, which was always great. He's always great with the penalty shots. And the goalkeeper for the Rowdies, he went to the left and he shot to the right. And wonderful, of course, again. But moving forward, throughout the first half, they kept that 1-0 lead. And you may have heard me on the podcast, First Team Podcast, discussing about the defense. Are they going to hold up? Who's going to start in the defense? Is Samuel Caceres going to start? Well, he didn't start, but the NYCosmos defense was very solid. The first half, they only had 1 goal. And they held that lead for the first half. Then come to the second half, defense was still solid, but the attacking players put another goal in the Rowdies' net. 2-0 NYCosmos second half. Defense still stepped up, was solid. And that's huge for the Cosmos when you have your attacking players who are putting the ball in the back of their net, and your defense, which is holding and being that solid defense, which we want to see. And we talked about on the podcast about Samuel Caceres. Is he going to get the start over Hunter Gorski, which he didn't? But as Gio would probably say, when she said with Haji Wright, that they don't want to rush him back into the game because he may not be used to the system. He may not be up to speed about what's going on. So maybe they might make him train for a couple of more weeks. Hopefully we see him against the Silverbacks, maybe on the bench, but hopefully he does make the trip. Hopefully he does make an appearance because, again, I want to see Samuel Caceres. How does he fit into the Cosmos defense? And I know he's here on loan. He's not here on a permanent deal, but if the Cosmos see that he's a good fit for the team, if the Cosmos see that he's the type of player, the type of defender that we really need, then I think that the Cosmos would try to sign him on a permanent deal if his club wants to sell him, if it is the right deal. So that's what I want to see from the Cosmos and from Samuel Caceres, because, again, he is another key defender, which I would like to see a bit more of him because in preseason, he played a little bit, didn't see his full potential, but in the games, in the matches, we're going to see his full potential if he gets to start, if he, at least he gets an appearance. That's all I want to see. I want to see him really show us his full potential. Also, moving forward, the New York Cosmos are the only team in first place. They're on top of the table all alone. And that's great. That's really great because they beat the Rowdies. The Silverbacks stepped up and beat the Silverbacks stepped up and beat the Railhawks, which the Railhawks are a very, very difficult team to play. And I talked about it on the podcast, and I was like, it's going to be a tough match. Railhawks they got 3 points against the Fury the first week, and they got a decent result the second week. And they come in with a very difficult team to play against, and the Silverbacks win. And that's huge for the Cosmos because, one, they helped us out. We're in first place. And next week, the New York Cosmos have to travel to Atlanta to face the Atlanta Silverbacks. And also, that's a big thing as well because we have to beat them because they're in second place if we want to stay atop the table all alone. So, again, that's good moving forward. And we're in the first place in the third week of the NASL spring season. So, again, we have 6 more weeks to go. We need to get decent results. Should we win every game? Can we win every game? Well, that's going to be the question. Hopefully we could, and hopefully we do. I want to see the team stay in first place from week 3 to week 9 in the spring season. I want to see them have a solid defense. I want to see Raul step up a bit more, score a couple goals. He scored the first goal against Indy 11. But in this game yesterday, he was he was playing behind Mads. And what's great about that is that he's that playmaker. He's not the partnership with Mads Stokelin. He's behind Mads, and that means that he's going to be that playmaker, which we brought him here to be. He's not going to be that goal scorer. Mads is here to be that finisher, to put that ball in the net. But Raul is that playmaker. We saw throughout the game that he passed the ball to Walter Restrepo on the wing, got around some defenders. So that's what Raul is here to do, to be that playmaker, to be that player that the Cosmos really don't have. Maybe you could say that's Marco Senna, but the talented player of Raul, being that playmaker, is big for the Cosmos. It's big for the Cosmos, and we saw his ability of being that playmaker against the Rowdies. So that's great to see that he's been that playmaker, and it would be cool for him to be that goal scorer that he was with Madrid and with his other teams in the past. But being that playmaker, again, is a key part. It's as big as scoring a goal. So moving to week 4 next week, the Cosmos play the Silverbacks. And before we get to that, if you have any questions throughout this Google Hangout, because this is our first Google Hangout, you can leave a question on our Twitter page at 1TPod on Twitter using the hashtag AskTheFirstTeam. So next week, the Silverbacks are facing the New York Cosmos, and the Cosmos have to travel to Atlanta to play at Silverbacks Park. People say Silverbacks Park is the toughest place to play because of the turf. Not because of the atmosphere, not because of anything like that, but because of the turf. So we're going to get more into that game next Friday on our show at 8 p.m. on Mixler.com/firstteampod. You can go on there, and at 8 p.m., if you go on that link, you can listen to our show or leave a question throughout the week, and we will answer that on the show. But before we get into the NASL and what happened with the atmosphere, a key member of the United States Soccer Federation, the president, was at the NYCosmos game, and I don't want to speculate why he was here, what he was doing, but he was here for a reason. Why would the president come see a NASL match? I'm not going to speculate, but he might be here for a reason. He might be here for something. Because before the match, the NYCosmos alumni was there. But he did not play for the NYCosmos. So why was he there? Well, leave your question, leave your suggestion or comment of why you think he was there in our comments below. So our next show, we are going to discuss your comments and discuss what you think about why he was there. Also, the atmosphere was wonderful. It was great. 12,550 people there at Hofstra Short Stadium, and that's great to see. The home opener, spring season home opener, Raul's home debut, and you got 12,550. Who was there because they love Raul? People were wearing their Real Madrid Raul kit. People were wearing their Raul NYCosmos kit. So there was people there because of Raul to see his home debut, wearing his shirt. And that's great to see. It's great to see a lot more people wearing Cosmo gear at the games. Again, there are some people that were wearing just a random soccer shirt. But the key to becoming that big team in the world is having everyone at that game wearing some type of Cosmos shirt, jacket, jersey, just anything with Cosmos on it. That's big. That's huge for the Cosmos. Also, walking around the stadium, I saw two fans. Which one were a New York City supporter, maybe. He was wearing a NYCFC shirt. And another one who was wearing a New York Red Bulls jersey with Carlos Mendez's name on the back. So he might be a Mendez supporter wearing Carlos Mendez's shirt when he played for the Red Bulls. So that might be why he was wearing it. But the New York City FC guy, I don't know why he was there wearing that shirt, but I don't know about that. But moving forward, it was a great crowd, great atmosphere, very electric. Everyone was so excited to be there. Everyone was so excited to see Raul get a touch of the ball. Very excited to maybe see Raul score a goal in his home debut. So we may have to wait a couple of more games to see Raul's home debut, home goal. But it is going to come. The next home game is May 2nd at MCU Park. That is a baseball ground in Brooklyn. That's the home of the Brooklyn Cyclones, a minor league baseball team of the New York Mets. So that is going to be an interesting game because it is going to be the Cosmos' first match in Brooklyn and the first match or soccer match at that baseball ground. So it's going to be cool. It's going to be great to see a different crowd in Brooklyn because, as you may know, they play in Long Island and they may see a different crowd in Brooklyn. But probably the same crowds from Long Island would probably make the trip to Brooklyn if they want to see them play the Ottawa Fury FC. So if you want to stay up to date on all our NYCosmos news and opinion, follow us on Twitter at OneTeamPod. If you want to join the discussion using the hashtag #AskTheFirstTeam on Twitter at OneTeamPod. So moving forward, we're going to take your questions on Twitter. So we have one question that we're going to get to right now, but at Soccer Reform says, does Pelé support Pro-Rel? And see, Pelé never came out saying that he supported Pro-Rel. He just said that the Cosmos have to buy some more exciting players, popular players. But does he support Pro-Rel? Never said that. He never said that he supports Raul, or if he doesn't, we wish we could have asked him. But I believe that he does support Raul. But that's just my opinion because Pelé, a very iconic player for the NYCosmos, just a legend throughout the world. I believe he supports Raul. He wants to see soccer in this country grow. And that's the only way it can grow to its highest is Raul. We're not going to have another Raul discussion here. We may have a Raul special type show here on our Google Hangouts with special people involved in the sport in this country. But does he support Raul? Probably. He wants to see soccer in this country grow to the highest level. And that's the highest level is Raul. To see the lowest team, say a team in the PDL, a team in the USL, become part of the top tier league, maybe MLS, but in a Raul structure, with all the leagues in the pyramid joining this Raul structure. So could that happen? Maybe, but it's not going to happen anytime soon. MLS has their own stance on the issue. Don Garber has his own stance because they feel, the MLS owners feel that if they accept Raul, if it happens tomorrow, that their value of their teams is going to go down if they get demoted. But my issue on this is, why would you care if you get demoted if you'll be able to spend as much money as you want? There will be no salary cap. So if you spend all the money you want on the best players throughout the world, why would you care about getting demoted? It makes the league more competitive, and it makes U.S. soccer on one of the highest levels. So that's all we have for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this post-game show. And in the comments below, leave your comments on does Pelé support Raul, and the comments that I made on that, and just voice your opinion. Also, leave your opinions and comments about Raul, and if you like him being that playmaker, or if you rather him being parted next to Mads to really have that partnership, which could be key within the league. And just leave your questions or comments about whatever that you see fit from this video, and we will discuss every comment that you leave on our next show next week, Sunday, same time, 2 p.m. So thank you for tuning in. My name is John Frashante, and as always, let's go Cosmos. But also, tune into our show this Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Mixer.com/First Team. Follow us on Twitter at One Team Pod, Facebook. You can like us at the First Team Podcast. Our Google Plus, give us a follow there with your Gmail account, Google Plus, and follow us there at the First Team Podcast. And subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's the update on all our content from our Google Hangouts to some videos that we put together. Maybe some interesting things that we put out. Just subscribe to our YouTube channel. There's going to be a lot more content coming from this channel. So thank you for tuning in. My name is John Frashante, and follow us at One Team Pod. And as always, let's go Cosmos.